Guitar Buddies, early Bowie classic there, Let Me Sleep Beside You. So I was playing the main part there on the 12 string, but I'll do the explanation on the 6 string. It's just easier to see what I'm doing. And of course you play it just the same way. Alright, so I had 2 guitars at the start, one with a bit of wah on, electric, just going. Just a simple riff, F, G, B flat, 3 times. To a C, so it's 1, 3, 1 on E and A, again, and then on the electric guitar with the wah wah on, I just held the C, and on the rhythm guitar I was going, playing a C chord, and again. So for these bits, what you're doing is just adding your little finger. So you're playing a C chord here, and adding your little finger on 3 on the D string to get a C sus4. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do do. Deppa 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 do do. Deppa do. So it's just that little sus4 you're adding there. Okay. And that crops up after each chorus, alright? Just the same. And then the chords for the verse are C, B flat, F, C. And you do that 4 times. C, B flat, F, C. And then you've got 2 bars of G minor to F to C. Okay, and then you've got the chorus, which is half a bar of B flat, half bar of F, and a bar of C. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that 3 times. Okay, you repeat the verse and chorus. Okay, and then you've got a little bridge section, which is B flat to C, B flat to C, F, E flat, B flat, F. And then you go back to a shortened verse with an instrumental, okay? So it's just back to C, B flat, F, and C. Oh, and I put a little bit of the sort of string section in here. I was on. Okay, so it's kind of like that. So I was playing little kind of run into that C, just pulling off F, E, D, to C. So 6, 5, 3 on B, 5. And then to D on 7, then F, E, C. You can play 6, 5, 5, or I think I did 10, 9, 5. Whatever works for you. And then little G, A, C, G, A, C, 5, 7, 5 on D and G. Then going 5, 3, little trill on 2 and 3. So then just going up G, G, A, B flat, C, D. So 5, 7 and 8. And on G, 5, 7, and then so then da, 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 F, E, F, E, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 8, 6, 5 on E and B, and then going down kind of blues scale, so A, G, E, E flat, D, C, A, G. You land on the G there as you play that G minor chord. So 5, 8, 5, 4, 7, 5, 7, 5. Okay, and then basically you're back into pre-chorus and chorus. Little then you do your. There's a little extra, one more of those for some reason, and then you've got like 4 to finish. 4 of those to finish. Yeah, just repeating that, finishing, of course, on a C there. All right, great stuff, and we'll take a look next at the bass. So for the bass part, I didn't transcribe the whole song note for note. I just kind of improvised in the same style, using some of the similar fills that are on the track. Okay, so I started with. Okay, that's the same basically. I'm just playing, play down there. It's a little bit muddy, so I was playing it up here, octave higher. So I'm just again like F, G, B flat 3 times to C. So it's 8, 10, 8 3 times. With the A and D strings to 10, and you get it again. Then this time coming down C, G, C. Yeah. And putting that little fill in. So I'm going 10, 5, 3. Then on the D string, da 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 da. That's all just 3 and 2. Yeah. And landing on 3. So F and E on the D string, C on the A string. And then for the verse chords, which are C, B flat and F, I was just kind of improvising around these kind of fills. So for the C chord, notes you can use, obviously root, fifth and root. And because you're going to a chord like 2 frets lower, a tone lower, a B flat, a nice way to get there is to play the note in between. So you've got C to B flat, use the B as a passing tone. So I'm playing, so the notes I'm using on the C chord, got C, G and C, 3, 5, 5. There's that passing tone on 4. Then the B flat chord, I'm playing 3, the root, jumping down the root on 1. And to get to the F chord, I can use the open D string, E to F. Takes you there, you know, just feels like that's where it wants to go. And again, kind of pushing you back to the A chord, you've got the F, you jump to the open A, which is the 3rd of the chord. And then you can go chromatically. Or whatever you want, but it's just that get back to that C, just use the open string 1, 2 and 3, and then back to the C. You've got bar of a C, so it stays on C. So I did a little putting a little B flat in there as well. That works, the 7th, so it's 3, 5, 5 and 3 are the notes I'm using. Again, just sort of repeating that. So yeah, all that. That kind of thing. And then, so you got 4 times round on that. Then, and again, so just on the G minor, I was just improvising around G, F and D. So just 5, 5 and 3 on the A and D strings. Jump to an F on 1. Back to a C. Again, you can use that open 1, 2, 3, and that. And put a fill in there if you want, or just stay on the C, or just do a little passing note. The chorus, there's only 2 beats, so it's probably not enough. Pretty much what you want to do is just stay on the roots, because you've not got a lot of time to put a lot of fills in. Makes it messy. So just playing B flat, F, C. And because the C's a whole bar, I could put a little fill in there, which I did. Again, just improvising something that kind of in the spirit of the track. So I play 1, 1 on the chorus, B flat, F, C. And the fills I was doing just around 3 and 5, F, G, B flat, C, and also through an E and a D in there, so that kind of thing. The Debbie step beside, yeah, stuff like that. Okay, and then you're back, and there's a cheeky little G in there, so it goes da 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 da, boom boom da da. So there's always a boom boom 3 3 G C da da. Okay. And then the only other bit with it is that bridge section. So I'm playing root, 5th, 7th, root, B flat, F, boom, A flat, B flat. So 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. But the same thing, move everything up 2 frets. Move it up to the 8th position. 6th position. I play the same riff here. Back to 1. Then like this one, but low. Or you can go back to here. It's all an F, so you could go to 8 on A or just 1 there. And then you're back into a verse for the instrumental bit, and pre-chorus, and then chorus, and you're finishing on what we're starting with. Okay, so great little 60s tune there, and as always, thanks for watching, buddies. Cheers.